Oxytocin, the hormone that will help you love your birth. You may have heard of oxytocin by its more common name, the love hormone. If you're about to have a baby, it's really important that you have an understanding of this incredible hormone. It is responsible for the loving feeling that we get when we're cuddled. It is involved with lovemaking, childbirth, breastfeeding, and bonding. In childbirth, oxytocin helps the uterus to contract to help dilate the cervix. It also helps with the safe birth of the placenta. And it's such a fundamental part of giving birth that doctors have created a synthetic version called syntocinon or pitocin. If a woman isn't producing enough natural oxytocin, it may be given in labour to either initiate things, called induction, or to get things moving along quicker, called augmentation. Oxytocin and the placenta. You can see the placenta here where the arrow is pointing at the top of the womb. After the baby is born, the third stage of labour is birthing the placenta. Synthetic oxytocin is commonly given in the third stage to help with the delivery of the placenta. But I'd really like you to know it's certainly not essential to have it. If a woman feels safe and the birth has progressed normally, she will release her own natural oxytocin, which will assist the safe delivery of the placenta. Let's talk about oxytocin and postpartum. In postpartum, oxytocin helps with bonding with the baby, with the milk letdown reflex in breastfeeding. It helps mothers have more emotional sensitivity, be able to read nonverbal cues better, and it helps with multitasking. Oxytocin also plays a role in helping us connect with others. A great asset to have, particularly as you'll need to ask for more help in the first 6 weeks after birth. During labour, here are some ways to help boost oxytocin. Create a private, safe, warm, and dimly lit space. Use massage and loving touch. Use nipple stimulation. And also use loving words. It's good to be aware that some things actually may inhibit the release of oxytocin, so try to minimize the following: stress, fear or anxiety, rational thinking, hunger, or getting cold. I actually have a story to illustrate this point. So many years ago, I was supporting a mother who was in the midst of labour. She was in a really good rhythm. It was obvious she was progressing well and contractions were coming every few minutes. She was in the water. She'd started to vocalise a little bit to help cope with the strong sensations. And then in walks an unknown obstetrician, coming in to observe her progress. All of a sudden, her labour slowed down to the point where contractions stopped coming. This was one of the first times I saw how sensitive oxytocin really is. The mere presence of a stranger observing sent a little wave of adrenaline into the mother's bloodstream, and her body felt it was no longer a safe place to birth. So labour stopped. It was incredible to watch. I was surprised what a difference it made. Privacy and the feeling of safety are paramount when it comes to giving birth. So even though logically the mother probably knew she was still safe, her body felt otherwise. This is a great example of why not disturbing the birthing woman is essential. She needs to feel safe in order for birth to flow. So, I encourage you to take these things into consideration when creating your birth space. Set up a place that feels warm and is dimly lit. Make sure the people supporting you are aware of how to increase oxytocin naturally. And get a plan in place for after you have your baby so you can continue to enjoy the benefits of feeling loved and nurtured. So I invite you to join me over at doulawisdom.com for more mini birth lessons. Make sure that you've downloaded the Natural Birth Checklist so that you can feel more calm and confident about your birth plan. And And there it is, www.doulawisdom.com. Come and check out the website, say hello, download that free birth plan, and start feeling more confident in your plan for birthing your baby.